evening and welcome to the WILLCOs 24 Red Carpet Special, the 10th year of the WILLCOs. Now, little side story, we'll make it real quick. I'm Tate Matthews. I'll be one of your co-hosts of the Red Carpet Special, then later on be emceeing with Coach Joins. But we appreciate you all being here. Little side note, this is the 10th annual WILLCO Award. Now, there have only been 7 red carpet shows. There would be 8, but there was a little thing called COVID. We did have the WILLCOs, but no red carpet show that year. But so there have been 7, started in year 3. We took 1 year off for COVID, and now here we are at the 10th annual WILLCO Award show, the 7th, and it's been the same lineup, the same starting lineup all 7 years. First of all, the man of the hour, the guy who puts this on, he's also a big part of the red carpet show. He started off this way. He said, hey, I'm moving up a notch, but I'm still going to be a part of the red carpet show. Coach Darren Joins. DJ, you're looking very dapper tonight.
Well, I appreciate that, Tate. And the folks in the audience may not know this, Tate, but you are a big Elvis Presley fan.
Yes.
And I felt like with the 10-year, Coach Goodwin and I, we decided to go with the gold. And I felt like mine had a little bit of an Elvis flair. I felt like he might have worn one of these in the 50s.
Very 50s Elvis.
And you know I like 50s Elvis better than cape-wearing Elvis.
You do.
Which you like the...
I like cape-wearing Elvis.
Okay. You guys out there,
Thunderbird on the white cape, but that's okay. That's a discussion for another night.
and these guys are probably wondering why we're the host of the show right now. But let's get to it, Tate. It's great to be here again. I'm excited about it. The hay is in the barn, so to speak. There's been a lot of people working behind the scenes for many months at a time. We're finally here, a chance to celebrate the athletes, the coaches, the teams. We got their parents here. We got members of the community here. So excited about it. And I just realized in doing the research that when we started, Coach Goodwin, 7 years ago, I was coaching at Franklin. You were coaching at Summit. It was my first year in the area. I didn't know they didn't do this every year. We were the first red carpet team, and we've been the red carpet team, like Tate said, the whole time.
A band of brothers and a girl.
Without a doubt, yes.
I love it. You guys, while you are talking about Elvis, I was born in '85, so I'm just going to assume that Elvis means a lot to a lot of people. But no, I'm great to be back. It is so fun. This night is super special as we just honor our amazing athletes, but the families that are behind the scenes with our athletes. I think the parents deserve just as many awards as some of these athletes because of the hours spent in the cars and sometimes planes, hopefully not trains, but we're celebrating you tonight. We're celebrating the best, and I'm sitting by the best. And you guys look good too.
We appreciate that. We do.
Very kind of you.
Tate, should we start with our female teams of the year? They're starting to walk the red carpet. I know we got some coaches waiting to get interviewed. Let's get this thing going.
Let's get it started. One side note, for those of you that don't know the routine, we'll be coming through. There's a red carpet out there. There will be coaches and guests and athletes interviewed right here at the front desk, or the main desk, the game day desk, but also we'll be throwing to and from the red carpet where Elizabeth Howard and Kyla Davis will be interviewing some athletes and teams, and we're very excited to have them because they're a big part of it as well. So, female team of the year nominee, Brentwood, or we'll name all 4 of them real quick. Female sports team of the year, pretty strong lineup here.
Yeah.
Brentwood cross country, state champions for the 4th straight year. Did not lose a race all year. Pretty sure they haven't lost a race in 3 years.
Pretty solid.
That's a pretty strong.
Yeah.
Brentwood tennis won the district, the region, and the state titles. Evelyn Reisner was the individual single state champion as well. Ravenwood soccer region champs, state runner-up, entered the district as the number 6 seed, and then Page Golf, they were runner-ups as well. Also, they've got Gabby Diaz, who will be one of the athletes of the year. So, with that, we would like to welcome Coach Rob Patinas to the stage. Are we going to go ahead and bring Coach Doty too, or are we going to?
Coach Doty, come on down.
Come on up, Coach Doty.
Come on right here.
Brentwood.
Coach Doty, you come on down too.
Yes, please.
Coach Patinas, cross country. Coach Doty, Lady Bruins track. Do we call it Lady Bruins?
Yes.
Yes. Also a big part of the Brentwood Bruin track team as well. So, team of the year, cross country. 4 straight state championships. Haven't lost. Is it really 3 years since you've lost?
Our coach, is it 4? Is it 4? I think it's 4.
We have lost 2 meets during that period of time. We had one where 3 of the girls were sick with the flu and they tried to run and we got second. And then we had one other meet where it was really tight, but we also ended up losing. So we've had 2 in the last 4 years.
Coach, y'all got to pick it up.
And we got second at both of them.
I mean, come on.
They out of state. At least tell me they're out of state or something.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
South or North.
And we came back. The one we lost with the girls when they had the flu. We came back the next week and they were extra motivated and they beat that team the week after.
Of course they did.
Yeah,
so when you have this many good runners, elite runners, how do you run practice? Like, what? And are you helping with cross country too?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So she's involved in all of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
Great addition, by the way.
Yes. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, we have 100, like right now, we have 107 kids on the team. So we end up putting them in groups 1, 2, 3, 4 based on ability levels. And we just run them in groups and try to have as much hand-on, contact with coaching each of them individually. But yeah, well, and the faster kids tend to kind of run themselves, meaning I can tell them what to do and they keep up with it and they keep up with their breaks. And yeah, but it's a blessing having really fast kids on the team, talented.
Coach Doty, big part of the track, big part of cross country, big part of track and field and cross country in Williamson County. You made a tough move last year from Page over to Brentwood. How's it been?
It's been pretty phenomenal. It was a tough move. I grew up in Bethesda. That's my hometown. So definitely leaving that again and coming up to Brentwood was a big decision for my family and myself. And it's been one of the biggest blessings that my family has had.
Got a pretty feel good about your shot tonight, your chances?
Yeah, but there's a lot of good teams, so yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Y'all both look very sharp. Congratulations.
Thank y'all.
And both up for Coach of the Year.
Coach of the, oh yeah, we'll be talking about them again later.
So congratulations.
They're up
both
against
of you.
each other again.
Thank you.
We'll go to Elizabeth on the red carpet.
Hi, I'm here with Lauren Banavac from Brentwood Cross Country. She was 8th at the state championship, 4th at regions, and first team all mid-state. Now, Lauren, tell me, what do you focus on during a race to help push you through the finish line?
Usually I think about my team. I mean, all of our points count together, so we all have to push ourselves to our, we all have to work hard to do good for each other, we all work together to win. And I also think about how much we train throughout the year, and I don't want to put any of that to waste. So I just think about all of that and all the hard work we put in, and that's what I do.
Yeah, thank you. All right, back to the desk.
Now we're up with Brentwood. There's gonna be a heavy Brentwood flavor here in the early stages of this.
Starting to feel that way.
We're back with Brentwood tennis. Coach Kristen Young is with us. Coach, state champs. We'll be talking about another state championship a little bit later, but we're talking about the girls right now. Unbelievable season. When you got here, how long you been here now? 10 years? 12 years?
In Williamson County, 14.
Did you know you were such a good tennis coach when you came here?
No, I sure did not. But I moved into a pretty good tennis area, so.
Love it.
Coach Young, I'm looking at one district, region, state, also coach boys team, state championship, girls singles champion, Evelyn Reisner, we're going to talk about here in a little bit. How do you prepare each year to be so much more advantageous, more successful than the year before?
We play a lot of tennis.
Because the bar is always set so high, right?
Correct,
Yeah.
yes. And most of our team, they've been playing tennis their whole lives. They've been playing tennis since they were little kids. A lot of them have played with each other, and they play so much with each other to make each other better, and that just helps our whole team grow. A lot of our players would be the #1 player on many other teams in the state and in the district, so it helps when you play with such good players too.
Coach Young, something I noticed in watching you in the postseason, and I feel like Teddy Craig does this at Ravenwood in golf. Now, I'm not questioning your tennis ability. I bet Coach can play tennis.
Better not.
But like you said, they're getting private coaching. They've played their whole lives. But the strategy and the calming them down, when I watch you at a match, when they're changing over, you're going to give just a little tidbit to them to remind them, hey, keep your head in the game, so to speak. I see you doing a lot of that, and I think that's underestimated.
Yeah, sometimes they just need someone to talk to, somebody to settle them down.
That's right.
They might not see everything while they're in a point, so just to try to give them little pieces of advice here and there.
Coach, you've done a heck of a job, and we're sure proud of you.
Thank you.
Let's head out to the red carpet with Kyla.
Thanks, Coach.
Hi, I'm here with Vivi, Evelyn, and Emsley. And ladies, y'all are nominated for Female Tennis Player of the Year, all of y'all, and then as well as being nominated for Female Team of the Year together. Tell me, do y'all prefer to play singles or doubles?
Definitely singles because I like facing the storm alone, except for having my coach there with me, of course. But
I would say we would prefer to play doubles together.
Yeah.
I feel like we play stronger together and are a really good doubles team.
Yeah, absolutely. Went on a run after the postseason for doubles, and so that's definitely where we like to be.
That's awesome. Back to the desk.
Thank you, ladies. So, Page Golf will not be walking. Ravenwood Soccer, I believe we got them on the red carpet, but it's going to be a tough category as it always is. No foreshadowing here. I have no idea. There's only one person that knows. All I know is this: 4. It's pretty strong.
Solid.
Really good. So, if you take a look at the teams of the year, the coaches of the year, all well-deserving. Tate, we talked about this a lot. So we have 6-team state champions, six in the district, 8-team runners-up, and there's several of those teams not here tonight because only 8 are represented. I think we got Coach Patton. Come on up, Coach. Here's one of our female sports team coaches of the year. Come around here, Coach, looking dapper as always.
Thank you.
Luke
Appreciate
Patton,
it.
head coach of Nolensville softball. Hey, assistant basketball coach, too, for Coach Ladd. Does a great job there, too.
That's probably the hardest job.
It's
right
the
there.
hardest job, and one of the few guys that actually understands that you can wear a tie coaching still.
Absolutely.
Which I love because it's my favorite thing.
I wore a tie one time for a softball game, but it was too hot.
Yeah, short sleeve button down or long sleeve?
It was long sleeve,
Wow.
button down with a tie. One time.
So let's talk about the Lady Knights softball team. Go all the way to the state tournament. Great run. I think, and I'm not just saying this. I think Coach Joins and I talk about this. In basketball, Coach Goodwin knows she won a state championship in high school, was there as a coach. You make it to basketball, baseball, or softball state tournament, man, you've done something whether you win it or not. But you lose who might go down as the greatest player, maybe athlete to ever come through Nolensville High School.
So far, no doubt, yeah.
And you turn around and have the best season y'all have ever had.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, man. What was a lot of great players, some good coaching. What was the special sauce?
Great players make for great coaches. I really thought they'd be here for Team of the Year after going 18-0 in the district, 14-0 in the regular season, and then 4-0. The state of Tennessee decided to put us in this 8-team district, which is the biggest district in the entire state. So just to get out of that, so kind. Thank you so much, TSSAA, if you're watching.
Special shout out.
Putting all 8 of us in one district was really special. But getting through that 14, unbelievable. Yes. To get through that 14-0. And every single game was like, how are we going to get through this? Because there's so many good teams. We face so many good pitchers in our district. And every night it was just something new. So extra inning games, 2-0 games, and just one after the other. It was pretty special the way the run they got on.
Coach, for those that maybe have forgotten, weren't keeping up like they should, in the district and region tournament, can you remind the listeners how many games you all lost in the district and region postseason?
None.
Zero.
Yeah, we won 8 consecutive postseason games for the second year in a row to get to the state tournament, back-to-back top 5 finishes. Pretty neat.
Listen, Coach Patton is pretty good. He's convincing me. I'm like, I think I need to go count the votes again.
I think you do. I think you do. I don't know of any other Wilco team that's going to go 18-0 in this district.
Pretty
impressive.
Hey, Coach, in all seriousness, we were talking about this. We had, in our county, we had 6 champions, 8 runners-up. That's 14 teams with only 8 spots.
Yeah.
And then your team wasn't runner-up, but like Tate said, you make it to the state tournament, you run it like you did, you had a great team too, and we're proud of you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Really are.
Yeah.
Let's head out to the red carpet.
Hi, I'm here with Lexi Grundler from Ravenwood Girls Soccer. She was Goalkeeper of the Year, and she's currently up for Female Athlete of the Year. So I've heard that you're committed to play at Michigan State. How do you think that this last season has helped to prepare you for soccer at the next level?
I think this last season with Ravenwood, we had a lot of adversity that we had to face, and I think that Williamson County sports and this past season has truly been a great, area of how college sports will go, and I think it's a great testament to how amazing Williamson County sports and the athletic departments are.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. All right, back to the desk.
Thank you, ladies. Hey, real quick, Coach and Coach Goodwin. So sports team of the year, I think they figured out the coaches of the year, but it's Michelle Doty, Brentwood Track, Luke Patton, who we just saw, Coach Patinas from Brentwood Cross Country, and Kristen Young, who we talked to. Now, let's get to the male sports team of the year. Brentwood Track, Independence Basketball, Nolensville Baseball, Page Football. I think everybody knows why each one of those teams are nominated. The young man up here, this is what I love about it. He's king of the mountain right now, the 4A state champions.
Should be.
But Brentwood High had this hire a couple of months ago, and he's gone back to being little brother now because his brother's at Brentwood High. We got little brother, the head coach of the 4A state champions, Mark Wilkins, with us. You're looking very dapper.
Well, I've been described as worse, so I'll take little brother. Yeah, excited for him getting to the county. He'll be here tonight, and it's exciting to share this, how awesome event we get to do here.
Hey, I love it. And Tate, you mentioned those finalists. We've got a champion. We've got a champion.
Yep.
We've got a runner-up. We've got a runner-up. I mean, that's a great category. And then you look at our male sports coaches of the year. We got Coach Bond, Brentwood Basketball, Zach Hudson, Nolensville Baseball, Charles Rathbone, Page Football, and Coach Wilkins also up for Coach of the Year this year. So I know you want to, put the spotlight on your team, but that's a great honor for you too.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you kind of highlighted what it takes to be nominated as a team. I think it kind of the same thing when it comes to Coach of the Year too. You got to have a great team, and we're very fortunate to have a great team this year and, kind of get to ride their coattails. But, you rattle off those people that are up for this award. It's just an honor because I think they're all great coaches. And I know for a fact Coach Bond is in his sport. We got to go against him many times. And so just excited to be here again.
And I have to admit, I get kind of excited when Coach Wilkins is up here. We coached together at Beach High School. One of the best assistants I ever had. I knew from the day he was hired that he was the real deal. So I'm certainly proud of you, Coach.
Wouldn't be here without you, Coach. I appreciate you.
Coach, I've got a question. You've been there long enough to implement strategy, philosophy. Tell us the hardest challenge you had getting the guys to buy in.
Now, wait a second. Before you answer this is a former Summit.
He knows.
Coach,
We go way back, too. I don't know if he knows that I know Carla Wyatt.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we've talked about that.
Yes.
Yep.
So she may be trying to set you up. She
Not at all.
she still bleeds orange and blue. Don't let her fool you.
No bullets and blue material for sure coming out. No, it was honestly more. It was an easier transition than I was even expecting. These guys are just so hungry. They're great kids. They're my kind of kids, if you will. I think that you just try to look for that fit when you get a job. Just that you're used to that type of person. There's kids that'll come to you, and we had some things that first summer, but I give credit to those seniors, Tyus and Cameron and Owen. They really believed us. And then you look at guys that have been around for a long time, Jet Montgomery, Corbin, the senior class, and then Tylen on down. Just guys that have believed in what we're doing. It just makes it. If you can coach your best players, your guys are leading the score, and you can coach them real hard, everybody listens. And we've been blessed to be able to do that.
And he's got Dr. Patton over there who supports him quite a bit. Who's great.
Who's great. First boys state championship since 1989. That's a big deal. Let's head out to the red carpet. I think we're going to talk to Tylen Lewis, Coach.
That's always good.
Hi, I'm here with Tylen Lewis of Independence Basketball. Tylen, you're a two-time region MVP and helped lead the Independence Basketball team to a state championship this past season. What do you think set this team aside from the past years?
I just think we have an unbelievable coaching staff. They put in a lot of time. And then as well, a lot of guys on the team that are willing to be coachable and put in the time, and one common goal was achieved.
That's great. Back to the desk.
All right, sticking with, I guess this will be, are we going to kill two birds with one stone here? This just like, hey, Coach Hudson, this is just like a game, man. Things are going to go differently. We got to change. We got to adapt on the fly. We've got, no, stay up here.
I'll go stand over here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I didn't want to overshadow.
We're killing.
Don't overshadow that jacket
This is great. I like our look right here.
We're killing two birds with one stone. We've got Team of the Year nominee, Nolensville Baseball, 34-10 district tournament champs, region champs, and state runner-ups in 4A. There was a couple of guys who yap a little bit on a TV show that said, Nolensville might take the district tournament off since they're already a guaranteed district regular season champs too. So Nolensville Baseball, and then up for Coach of the Year, Coach Zach Hudson of Nolensville Baseball. Nice, lovely coat. Mr. Terry would strongly approve.
Yeah, absolutely, he would, yeah.
His Pit Vipers would have gone great.
Did you
Go
and
ahead.
Coach Patton go together?
No, we didn't.
Because it
coincidence.
And what I meant was go to street tuxedo together.
No, we did not. Just a coincidence.
Coach, that run, state baseball was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome to watch your team play. You know what I like too, because obviously you played that team in the final that everybody's like, they're unbeatable. Your guys didn't look like they thought they were unbeatable. A play here, a play there. I know you can probably name it right off the bat. I think it was McIlvain.
Yep.
Hit a shot. You had 2 men on. Hits it right at somebody.
Yep.
If that gets through, we might be talking about Nolensville baseball as a state champion.
Yeah, no, for sure. I thought we played really well. Obviously, they got a great team. We were right there with them. I mean, like you said, a break goes our way. It's a totally different game, but I don't think that overshadows what these guys did and the season that we had. It was just a ton of fun, and got a great group of guys here to celebrate it.
And Coach, most folks out there probably know this. You're the athletic director at Nolensville High School too. So put on your AD hat here for just a second. Talk about how proud you are of folks like Claire Stegall, Coach Patton, who's here, Coach Ladd, who's done a great job, Kyra Knox in volleyball. You're a big part of that too. You got to be excited about the rest of the school.
Well, I don't know that I'm a big part of it.
You're a big part of it.
I appreciate you saying that.
You're a big part of it.
It's been cool to see. Wasn't long ago where we maybe had a couple people here at the WILLCOs, and it's grown to where I think I saw we had the second most representation. So yeah, it's definitely cool to see, man. We got great people, great kids, great coaches. So it's a special place.
Hey, and listen, don't kid yourself, because Coach Hudson's got this calm demeanor. He's a competitor. He said he saw. I guarantee you he counted and said, okay,
And
we
retweeted.
got the second most. He's coming for you, Brentwood, wherever you're at. Coach Hudson's coming.
Hey, you were talking, though, about when Coach Goodwin in her navy and blue, she was there as a coach when they hired the young
I know where Zach's
Coach
intensity
Hudson.
probably comes from. There's a guy named Coach Kirby that's pretty intense.
Okay.
But no, Zach, we're so proud of you. You've got to be proud of what you guys have built with Nolensville. One question for you. What have you been most proud of the season? There's a lot to encapsulate with that question, but can you talk about one moment that stands out above the rest?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a moment, but I think, and I've said this every time I've been interviewed, I think our seniors were just tremendous leaders for us. I think it always starts there. We had 8 seniors this year who were just great leaders and great stewards for our program. And I think they set the tone for us all year. So, I mean, for me, I know that's not a moment, but I think it starts with them.
Yep.
Hey, do the ladies have anybody out on the red carpet right now? Or
I think we've got Chase and Dawson out there, right? Nolensville baseball, they out there?
They good to go? Let's go back to the red carpet with Chase and Dawson if they have them.
All right, I'm here with Chase Clater and Dawson Sweeney from Nolensville Baseball. Nolensville Baseball is nominated for Male Team of the Year, and both Chase and Dawson are baseball finalists. So tell me, if you could give yourself one piece of advice at the beginning of last season, knowing what you know now, what would it be?
I would say create the best team culture we can and just rally around the 8 seniors we had to create a great environment to play in.
I would say take every opportunity that you can see and also never give up when things don't go your way.
Yeah, thank you. All right, back to the desk.
Awesome.
Okay, we're back with a couple of multi-state champion winning Brentwood High track.
I like that, multi.
We've got what was the ad Nike did back in the early '80s? Dan and Dave or whatever.
Oh, that's right, Dan and Dave. That's right.
We got Dan and Dave
Here
here.
we go.
Cannon Kinder. He also won it in the pole vault. Hudson Elaine, 200, 400, 4x2, and 4x4. Right. Cannon's big brother. Everybody knows him. State championships in decathlon. Now you're the decathlon champ. Like what? I mean, I know your dad's really good at coaching it, but what is it with you guys, man? Like y'all are some decathletes.
Yeah, I guess it's more just like Dad raised us well, and there's not a day that I don't want to go train or try something new, try to tweak something that I have down pretty well. And training every day and competing at a high level, that's just what you have to do if you want to be consistent and the best.
Pretty cool, man. What's your favorite event in the decathlete? Decathlon.
My favorite event is probably the shot put because I'm good at it. And
I would not have guessed
I wouldn't either. I love
You
that.
sneak up on him, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a small guy, but
I think I'm onto this. They know he's going to beat him in this, this, and this. And then when they see that shot put, they go, right? Is that it?
Yes, sir.
If he shows up in that jacket, they'll know. I guarantee you that jacket's strong. Hey, Hudson, let's talk about this. And I know Tate wanted to talk about it, but I couldn't wait to say it. I know you've seen the video of you in the 200. Yes, sir. It's the most unbelievable. I'm like, here he comes. Here he comes. It was crazy. Talk about that race. We're talking about Hudson winning the 200 from way
4x2. 4x2.
4x2, but he fit it from way back.
It's insane.
From way back. Talk about that feeling.
Yeah, it was amazing. I've never felt like that before. I started, I got the handoff, I saw him above, and I just kept running, and I slowly felt like gain, and it just got more excited and more ready. And then I crossed the finish line. I was like, did I catch him?
You caught him. You caught him.
And
I'll say this too. Tate and I have talked about this because we've got some folks up for Male Athlete of the Year. You're up for Male Athlete of the Year. You two guys, if you're talking about decathlon, I mean, you look at the Olympics and you go, that's the dude. And when you're talking about running and jumping and the things that are required to be an athlete, here's two of the best in WCS, Tate. I know you agree.
It's unbelievable, man. This is what I said. Brentwood High is always, you know this, Coach Goodwin. Brentwood High always was great in the, like Coach Sig would say, the field part of it. They were always good in the mid distance. Brentwood High starts winning 200-meter dashes and 4x2s.
Everybody's in trouble.
We're in trouble.
No, what I love about this, did we catch the rings? It's a strong statement there, but you think about track, decathlon, 4x2, it's such a mental game, guys, and either of you can answer this, but what is it that you used for motivation when you start a race or any of the events that you are lining up to do?
Yeah, I just get myself super excited, get myself super pumped up because it's all in your head, and you just got to keep pushing to the end because it's so like, especially in the 400, it's so hard on your body.
The 400 is awful to train for because you're running a 500 to run the 400. I don't know if any of you knew that, but it's miserable.
What did you just say?
Yes.
What did you just say?
Tell me I'm wrong.
You do have to train like longer
you
distances.
train with a 500 to sprint at the 400.
Coach Goodwin bringing
I
the
ran track.
game.
I used to be
coach, man.
I didn't get a ring in track though, so these guys can run circles around.
Hey, just don't show it solo, if you know what I'm saying. Like, show the whole hand. Show the whole hand.
Well, good luck tonight, guys.
Let's go back out to the red carpet, Tate. Good luck, guys.
Good luck, fellas.
I'm on the red carpet with Brendan Ains, Ethan Cunningham, and Eric Hazard of Page Football. Brendan, you're a defensive finalist. Ethan, you're an offensive finalist. And Eric, you're up for Player of the Year. You guys had a long run all the way to the state final this year, but what was your favorite game to play this season and why?
My favorite game was Southwind because it was the game that sent us to state. And, you know, it was a really hard-fought game by everybody on the team, and it just meant so much for our seniors. After the game, we were just on the field all praying to God, like saying thank you to God and stuff. And that game was a really fun game to play against. Southwind's a good team. I'm looking forward to it again this year.
Mine was probably senior night. It was probably one of the most emotional nights for me because it was the last home game in the regular season, and you know I popped out. It was a good game. So,
my favorite game would have to be the Centennial game this year. There was a lot of hype behind the game, and it just proved to us who we were and how much more we had.
Great. Back to the desk.
Thank you, ladies. We're back with one more of the male sports team Coach of the Year. Coach Charles Rathbone, Page Football, back-to-back 5A state runner-ups.
I was about to say, we saw him last year in the same spot.
Standing right here.
He's got something new, though, this year. What's different?
What is it?
So, listen, I want to give
Different
Coach a
about
hard time. I don't know if we got the Page Football guys close by, but, you know, if you're going to wear a hat to this thing, it's got to be the Eric Hazard look. This is a little different. I want to see you in that cowboy hat, Coach.
No, this is my Keith Urban impersonation. You know, I mean, I'm in the cowboy hat.
Going modern.
Hey,
I'm with you.
I think this is pretty cool. It's not like they didn't put up a bunch of points, but Page, under Coach Rathbone's been known for fun and gun. Mike Bobo, quarterback watch list of the years, high octane offenses. We still put up a lot of points, but this team was a little bit more. The defense has gone to another level. The running game, I thought this team was a little bit different.
Yeah, our defense definitely set up the offense a lot more this year, and we think it's going to be that way coming in next year too. But, I mean, we got some guys on offense that can take the ball to the house, and we just got to do a better job of getting the ball to those guys in space, and hopefully we'll do a better job of that next year.
Coach, I've already gone on record because, you know, I don't mind putting the heat on people, but I know you don't mind it either. I've already taken a look. If you stay healthy, because there's got to be some luck involved, I've got it circled right now, semifinal, Page versus Beach High School, and I think that would be on the road this year. You probably hadn't looked that far ahead. I have. That is going to be for the state championship. Page High School is going to break through. They're going to add with those 3 silvers. They're going to end up with a gold. How's that sound?
You know, if we can pull it off, it sounds great. Pulling it off. I mean, you know, I don't mind the pressure. My time's running low anyway. So I mean, hopefully with this group coming back, I mean, we got a really good group, and they've worked their rear ends off this off season to get ready to go back to back, and hopefully I believe it would be the first team in Williamson County history to go to 4 straight if we're able to do it, and hopefully that's what we're able to do.
Well, and I want to say this too, and I know, Coach, you won't even respond to this, and you probably shouldn't because you're just so humble about it. When I think Page High School, I always say this. This is who I think about. To me, you are Page, Coach. I know it's more than just you, but we're certainly proud of you. Love the way you present yourself, and we're excited about you being part of this event tonight.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Hey, let's go to the carpet. We're going to talk to some of those female athletes of the year, Tate.
Yeah. All right, I'm here with Janie Halterman from Independence Cross Country and Track. She's a cross country finalist with the fastest runner-up 5K time in TSSAA history. Now, I gotta ask, how do you stay motivated during a difficult race?
Well, the first thing I do is I tell myself to smile, and that always makes me feel better if I'm having a hard time, just makes me remember that I love my sport. Then I remember who I'm running for. I'm running for my team and for the Lord, and that definitely is a big motivator for me.
Thank you. All right, we're headed to Kyla, who's also on the red carpet.
I'm with Daisy Oatsville of Brentwood. She plays volleyball and track. And in volleyball, you were all-state, all-region, all-district with 527 kills this season, 59 blocks, and helped lead the Brentwood team to a top 4 finish at state. You also competed in 9 different events this season in track, and you're just a sophomore. What do you hope to accomplish in your next 2 years at Brentwood?
For both volleyball and track, I want to help my team win a state title because I know that we definitely can this year. And then for individual, for track, I want to win long jump and high jump, another state title for high jump. And then for volleyball, just lead our county in kills.
Awesome. Back to the desk.
Thank you, ladies. Okay, we are to the female athlete of the year, you just saw, and the male athlete of the year. We're going to run through those real quick. On the ladies' side, Lexi Grundler of Ravenwood, Daisy Oatsville of Brentwood, Maddie Podelsky of Nolensville, and Claire Stegall of Nolensville. We, on the boys' side, are the male athlete of the year. Hudson Elaine, we just talked to. Davis Long, right here. Jet Montgomery and Dominic Reed. 2 of our favorite young men around, coaches. But, hey, man, Davis, you know how big of a fan I am. But Dominic Reed came in here looking like the Temptation.
He really did.
I mean, best jacket of the night. We have an early, strong leader in the clubhouse, man. He's beating you, DJ.
You got to see the back.
You've got your number on the side.
See the back.
You got to see the back, too.
Number 1.
Oh, man.
He's got the name on the back, too.
It's awesome.
Pretty sweet.
It's great.
Hey, this is a great list. You 2 guys epitomize a lot of things. You know, when you talk to Coach Stewart or Coach Moore, or you talk to Coach Tigert and Coach Burgoyne about these 2 guys, but great teammates, great leaders, great kids, great students, multi-sport athletes. You got a soccer player and a basketball player who could have been a football player, was at a time, and then you got Dom, football, basketball, man, like great teammates, great competitors. So you're in there with Hudson Elaine and Jet Montgomery. Now, you all came up, man. Y'all been playing against each other forever. Like, pretty cool being in with these 3 guys, right?
It is pretty cool. I mean, obviously 3 incredible other athletes that I'm in this with, but I mean, it's been a pleasure getting to play against both of them. And I mean, Hudson, you know, I've known him. I actually used to play soccer with him back in the day. And, you know, I mean, since then, I think it was like 5th or 6th grade, he's always had those wheels. So I mean, it's cool to see 3 guys that, you know, I know and are such good guys be up for this with me. So,
you know what I like about these 2 guys, and we can say this for a lot of people here, but they're both standing here. To me, and I know you're going to North Carolina, you're going to go play some college football, but when I think about what a high school athlete is, this is who I think about, these guys. They're playing more than one sport. They're great team guys. And I've said this about Davis a lot, and I can say it about Dom too. If there's a ball involved and you're going to play a game, and I'm on the campus at North Carolina, I'm going to pick Davis on my team. I was like, I don't know if Davis has played before, but he reminds me of Billy Whittemore. You Brentwood folks that are in here, you may remember Billy Whittemore. Mr. Football was a great soccer player. Same thing for Dom. Not only a Mr. Football finalist, first team all-district, both of them in basketball. It's great. I love what they represent about high school sports. We're proud of both of you.
Hey, Dom, if it's fourth, that was great. I agree with all that. But
that was pretty
if
good.
it's 4th and 1 and there's a ball involved and we got to get a first down, who you giving it to, Dom?
Dominic on that.
I'm going with Dom.
I'm going to have to take it myself.
All right, man. Y'all look good.
Hey, Dom, real quick, though, before we leave, talk about playing for Coach Stewart real quick. I think you guys had a special bond. Am I right about that?
Oh, yes, sir. Coach Stewart, he contacted me before he came, and he let me know that, I was kind of well known, and he told me that he wanted to build me into a better player in person. And, everything he did for this season, I appreciate it, and I'm going to use it going into college.
And that relationship with Jeremy Moore, athletic director and your basketball coach, is pretty special, too.
Oh, yes, sir. He's kind of like a father figure to me. And ever since I came into the program, he took me under his wing and just taught me everything I needed to know and to be successful.
Hey, man, he don't want anybody to know. He's really just a big teddy bear. I mean, bad. The other thing, Carrie, you'd love this. Both these guys are big-time mama's boys, so I love that, too. That's a good thing. It's good to be a mama's boy.
Let's go back out to the carpet.
I'm here with Holly Hake from Ravenwood and Isabel McCutcheon from Centennial. They're both golfers and nominated for Female Golfer of the Year. Now, I gotta ask, what accomplishment were you most proud of this season?
For me, this year, I was most proud of my qualifying for state. I missed the cut the last couple of years by a few strokes, so that felt amazing to finally be able to make it.
For me this year, I was really proud of qualifying for state also for the 3rd year in a row, which was really great for me to do all 3 years of high school so far.
Good luck. All right, back to the desk.
Okay, we're coming up on cross country. How about we announce them real quick, Coach, and then we'll go right back out to the ladies on the red carpet. But we got to have one little side discussion here, because when you start talking. No, I'm not. You start talking about how deep this thing is. On the girls cross country side, Lauren Banovac, Brentwood, 8th in the state championship. Gabrielle Boutros Page finished 7th overall. Janie Halterman, TSSA state runner-up. Do you want to take a guess why she was runner-up? Claire Stegall was in that race, and she was the state champion. So we had the fastest lady in the state, the second fastest lady in the state, 7th, 8th. I mean, it's just crazy. So there's the ladies, girls cross-country finalists, and on the boys' side, Callahan Fielder of Brentwood, 6th, Asher Oates of Independence, 4th, Miles Raymer, as we know, the champion, and Keller Vaughn came in 12th. So a very strong category on both of them. Let's go back to the young ladies on the red carpet.
I'm with Callahan Fielder and Keller Vaughn of Brentwood, and they're both up for cross-country finalists. Both of y'all placed highly at the region and state championships. What does recovery look like for you after a big race to stay at the top level?
I'd say the main thing is just sleep, so try to get at least 8 hours a night, the best I can. I also use Normatec boots just to help, stimulate blood flow. Kind of helps with the recovery. And then just trying to eat a lot and get protein and that kind of thing. Just anything I can to help for races, that kind of thing.
And Keller?
Yeah, I think kind of the same thing as him. Sleep's definitely the biggest part for me, and then eating a big meal afterwards.
Awesome. Back to the desk.
Okay, girls golf, boys golf finalist, Brooke Bennett of Page, Gabby Diaz of Page, Holly Hake of Ravenwood, and Isabella McCutcheon of Centennial. Boys golf, Fletcher Dasso of Brentwood, Jack Doyle of Brentwood, Sam Johnson of Brentwood, and Will Pinson of Franklin. Coach joins the resident golf expert on this panel.
That means I like golf. I like to.
Your handicaps.
You're better than most people.
I like to play it and I like to watch it. Don't always play my ball down, maybe like I always should, but I do okay. Hey, one thing I've noticed here, if you look on the girls' side, you got the state runner-up Page. They've got a couple young ladies who are finalists. On the boys' side, obviously Brentwood bringing home another state championship. We've got 3 from that team. All really, I wouldn't be surprised, especially on the boys' side. Any of those 4 could win. Then you got Will Pinson of Franklin, who obviously had a great individual season. So great category, Tate. Excited to see who's going to win this one tonight. And I believe out on the red carpet, we may have a couple of the young ladies being interviewed, golfers.
I'm here with Alex Chortek from Summit and Kiara Knox from Nolensville, both of whom are volleyball finalists. Now, what's your favorite volleyball drill at practice?
Honestly, I would have to say my favorite drill is just 6-on-6 and playing. I would say mine is anything that had to do with hitting lines. I'm an outside hitter, so that was always fun for me. And I like 6-on-6 too. That's really fun.
Thank you. Back to the desk.
St. Francis, it's in Pennsylvania.
Come on back. We got some golfers here. We got some golf. So we had volleyball. We'll talk about who that is in a second. Volleyball. With the red carpet, you got to be willing to have some flexibility. You guys come on back here. We're going to talk to some Brentwood golfers, Tate.
Well, yeah, we got some Brentwood golfers, and I feel like there needs to be an explanation here before we start getting emails and Coach Joyne starts getting. We got Fletcher Dasso and Sam Johnson up here, both of Brentwood High School. Fletcher, can you please share? Because it's a good reason, but please share why you're in a red jacket.
I'm in a red jacket because it's my college colors, and I just wanted to be different.
Very good. And what the college is?
St. Francis University.
Okay. So you're not getting any heat from your Brentwood teammates?
No, sir. They're all in blue.
You sign off on this?
I wasn't there when he got it, but I was not a big fan of it.
Hey, guys, talk about winning a state championship. That's a pretty big deal.
I mean, we just big team effort. We have a pretty good team, a lot of talent. We just push each other. So.
And don't you think any day any of you could shoot the low score? I mean, you take a look at how you guys performed. It was a different guy each time.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Our team has a lot of depth, for sure. In golf, you need a lot of depth and people who can go low any of the rounds you play. I think that's like a huge advantage for our team.
I would say that's the separator. A lot of teams have like 3 or 4 good guys, but we have like 6 or 7. So,
Guys, do you watch, PGA Tour? Are you following a lot of the athletes? And if so, give us your take on your top golfers that you love to watch and why.
I mean, I watch a lot of it, and I like Bryson. He just won the U.S. Open.
He's not bad.
Yeah, he's pretty good, and I think he's just entertaining with how far he hits the ball and the way he approaches the game.
I got a question about that. So, and I'm not saying I'm anti. What do you think about the Live Tour? You okay with that? You taking that money, Fletcher?
I mean, I would take it.
No shame. Yeah, it's here. There was a little.
Yeah, he'll be here.
No, Live Golf.
Yeah, of course. Yes, yes, Live will be here.
Golf's coming to Nashville, so it's going to be a good attraction for all the people.
Now.
So you were going to say, I don't really like it, but when I said, would you take the money? You said, I'd take the money.
Yeah. I don't think it's great for the game, but I would take the money personally.
What's bad about it for the game? Because they're separating?
Yeah, because it's just separating great players, and players can't play in certain events.
No, I get it. I get it.
And who do you love to watch?
Bryson, because I like to hit the ball far.
Love to hit the long ball. Who's got the longest ball is what
It's
he has.
debatable.
Oh.
He says it's him, but I would say it's me. But
Hey, I have to tell Tate this, though. Here's what you got to know about golf. It's not an essay. It's a fill in the blank. It's about the score.
Do y'all know who
Doesn't
Dr.
matter how
Qualls
far you
is?
drive it.
what was that?
Do y'all know who Dr. Qualls is? Jeremy Qualls. He's the EIC and CT. He was the first one here. Nobody in this room can stripe it farther than that guy can.
He can hit it far. Yeah, he can hit it far. But there's some other things that go on after that.
I didn't say it was straight. Congratulations, fellas.
Good job, fellas. Let's go back out to the carpet,
The
Tate.
odds are somebody from Brentwood's got
That's right.
a really good chance of taking this.
3 out of 4.
3 out of 4, 75%.
Let's head back out
Thanks,
to the
fellas.
red carpet.
Hi, I'm here with Gabby Diaz of Page and Will Pinson from Franklin. They're both nominated for female golf finalists and male golf finalists. With both of y'all placing really high at state, what's your favorite course to golf at and why?
I'm going to have to go with my home course, The Grove in College Grove, Tennessee. It's really beautiful and it's definitely challenging, but I've been playing there for probably 5 years now, so I'm definitely blessed to be able to call that my home course, and it's definitely one of my favorites.
I really enjoy playing at Belmead Country Club. It's a great classic test of golf, and it's just an overall fun course.
Sweet, back to the desk.
Thank you, ladies. Volleyball finalist. Maggie Allred, Nolensville. Alex Kortik of Summit, who we just heard from. Kira Knox of Nolensville. And Daisy Oatsfall of Brentwood. I would say in the 10 years, safe to say this is probably the most stacked category. If you just take all 10 years, head to toe, throw them all in the, 40 finalists, I'd say this is the toughest category, pound for pound.
No, I agree. I'm looking at these stats now. Maggie, 328 kills, 143 blocks. You've got Alex as district MVP, district all-tournament, 448 kills. It's incredible. And then you've got Nolensville. School record is 516 kills, 326 digs, and 87 blocks. These females are phenomenal. And then, of course, you've got to have a Brentwood on here. All state, all region with Daisy and 527 kills. I feel like Williamson County for female sports, volleyball is always in a conversation for Williamson County.
And track. Hey, female athlete, female coach, I think it's not supposed to, but do multi-sport athletes in a category like this, does that weigh into your decision making, or are you able to keep that? You're not supposed to, but
I love to see a multi-sport athlete, but I get it. It's hard right now because of travel impeding so much on the year-round schedule. So, I love to see a multi-sport athlete, but I get it as to how much time and money parents put into that sport. It's great to see they're successful and excel at the sport that they love.
No, and that's a good question, Tate. It really is. I love the multi-sport athlete too. And what I would argue is, if you're playing that one sport, maybe you're developing the skill a little bit more because you're playing nothing but that. But I think the value of competing in something else, training your body a different way, that's pretty valuable too. Hey, speaking of tough categories, Tate, I believe we've got some football finalists. We're going to talk about defensive, offensive, and player of the year in football. Tate, if you would, go through those before we send it out to the red carpet.
Well, football, remember, we've got a football defense, we've got a football offense, and then we've got a football player. The football defense, Brennan Ains of Page. I'm just going to run through them real fast. 99 tackles, 23 tackles for a loss, 8 sacks, 3 interceptions, 3 defensive touchdowns, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries. Wendell Billingsley of Fairview, 116 tackles, 46 of those were solo. If Coach Hughes' math is right, that means 70 were assisted. 9.7 tackles per game, 8.5 tackles for loss, 5 interceptions. DJ Curl, all-name team as well. 120 tackles, 27 tackles for a loss, 45 solo tackles, 7 sacks, 1 interception. That's from a linebacker position. And then Max Orafici of Brentwood, 13 games plays, 149 tackles, 5 tackles for a loss, 2 caused fumbles. It's crazy, man. That's like Madden stats. You get on the, you want to go offense?
Let's do them all.
The offensive side, Ethan Cunningham of Page ended up with almost 1,300 yards, 18 touchdowns, really turned it on in the playoffs. Ben Hubbard, Mr. 23 plus miles per hour on the catapult. I know you love that with Ravenwood. Clayton Merrill of Brentwood, he can play any position on the field. And then big Dom Reed that you met earlier. So 2 really tough categories. With that, I believe we got Mr. Curl and Mr. Oraficio over here ready for us. They're saying red carpet, we already did, so we're going to come past it.
We have Ben Hubbard and Clayton Merrill out there?
You want to go to them first? Let's go to Ben Hubbard.
Let's see if they're out there.
On the red carpet.
Hi, I'm here with Ben Hubbard of Ravenwood and Clayton Merrill of Brentwood, who are both offensive finalists. What professional athletes do y'all look up to most, and why?
I'm going to have to go with Adam Thielen. I just want to follow his play style and how he plays, and I just look up to him a lot.
And Ben?
I'd say Tyreek Hill because I just follow what he does, and how he plays the game is just how I want to be.
Awesome. Back to the desk.
All right, we got another contender for the all-jacket team, another Centennial.
And he's from the same squad.
Please, I'm going to make it quick, but you went on your Elvis tribute at the beginning of the show. Did you happen to see the shoes?
No.
The shoes match Coach Goodwin's dress. DJ, who picked out the dreads, the duds tonight? The no excuse squad came.
There's no doubt about it.
Dad helped me with that.
I knew that. That's why I asked. You looking good, brother.
Thank you.
The Cougars, man, what about this team? Special year.
I feel like we had a good year. It could have went better, but overall, it was good that we finally got to break the cycle, I guess, and bring Centennial back on top.
Y'all did that. It was fun. Physical defense, physical offense. A lot of you guys grew up playing together, right? I guess would that be the Franklin Cowboys or Williams County Cowboys? But you and your brothers and your teammate. I mean, you guys are brothers. Y'all, how long? 10 years, 12 years? Y'all played a lot of games together.
Yeah, we've all started with the Franklin Cowboys. We all been knowing each other since we were younger, so we all went to the same middle school, and we all just came to Centennial.
Special year. Max, the Brentwood Bruins undefeated until the semifinals.
Yes, sir.
I feel like same kind of thing with Coach Rathbone and Page. Brentwood's been a high-octane offense for years. I feel like this team, not that they weren't good on offense, they were. You got a Mr. Football finalist up for quarterback, but this defense was one of the better Bruins defense I've seen in a long time. You guys flew around to the football, a bunch of you, and usually you were leading the pack.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's just been a great year. Like, I could rely on any one of those 10 guys on the field at the same time. Like, they were just my brothers out there, and just, like, being able to play free, it was just so much fun this year, and just, like, being able to win 13 games in a row. Fortunately, we didn't get state, but it was just a hell of a season.
I'm going to say this, too, Max. I think the team that beat you was the only team that could have beat you.
Yes, sir. I mean, I thought David Sista, the running back, that's the best running back I've ever played in my life. Like, one time I thought I had him. Next thing you know, he's, like, 20 yards downfield, but fortunately, we didn't get it done, but it's all right.
Hey, we're proud of both of you. Good luck tonight. You look great. Let's head back out to the carpet. And Elizabeth.
I'm here on the red carpet with Wendell from Fairview and Baylor from Brentwood. Both are up for Football Player of the Year, with Wendell also being a defensive finalist. So, my question for you today is, are you superstitious? Do you have any routines that you have to do before a game?
Before every game, I listen to this song from Annie soundtrack. It's called Opportunity. People think I'm listening to like Chief Keef to lock in. No, I'm listening to Opportunity. Pretty girly song.
I do have a pregame superstition. I have to walk the whole length of the field listening to Fear and Friday's poem by Zach Bryan, and then I'd say a prayer, and then I go back in the locker room and come back out.
Thank you. Back to the desk.
Thank you, ladies. Okay, so we mentioned football, defensive player of the year, football, offensive player of the year, football player of the year, Wendell Billingsley, who we just heard from, Baylor Hayes, the quarterback of Brentwood High, 14 games played, 181 completions in 227 attempts. That's a 65% completion, 23 passing TDs, 6 rushing. So that's 29 total TDs to 4 interceptions. Region MVP in the toughest region in the state, all mid-state. And again, they were undefeated until they got to the semis. I agree with Coach Joins. Lost to the only team that could have beat him. It just happened to be in the semis. Eric Hazard, Mr. Football finalist, Class 5A, co-defensive player of the year, 67 tackles, 11 sacks, 32 tackles for a loss, 1 safety. The guy's always around the ball. And then Big Dom Reed. So really tough category there. I can't wait. As we know, we got some great jackets in there. And if they haven't gotten to Hazard yet, the hat is only Hazard can wear that cowboy hat. Let's go back to the ladies on the red carpet with some soccer players of the year.
I'm here with Mia Hassan from Franklin and Summer Riley from Summit, who are both female finalists for soccer. Both of you ladies are female soccer finalists, and what are you looking for to next season in the upcoming time?
I'm really looking forward to getting a good team bonding with all the new 9th graders coming up and working on our formation and bonding together and having a great season like we did last year.
Awesome. And Mia?
I'm just looking forward to play with my team again, see how far we can make it. We have a lot of great talent on our team, and it's so much fun. I'm excited for the team bonding and meeting all the new players, and yeah.
Thank y'all. Back to the desk.
Yeah, that's Thank you, ladies. Okay, so girls soccer, Lexi Grundler of Ravenwood, Mia Hassan of Franklin, Maddie Podelsky of Nolansville, and Summer Riley of Summit. Moving right along, Coach, we're going to do the girls basketball. We'll check back in with the ladies on the red carpet, and then we'll come back. But girls basketball finalist, Cicely Brandamore of Franklin, Mary Elizabeth Fox of Page, Ella Ryan of Brentwood, and Leilani Washington of Nolensville. Back to you, ladies.
Hi, I'm here with Cecily from Franklin and Leilani from Nolensville. Both are girls basketball finalists. So you've both had some incredible athletic accomplishments. Which one do you think you're the most proud of?
I think that mine would be points. My highest points has been 31 points in one game.
And I was excited to hit 1,000 points my junior year, so that was exciting.
That's amazing. Thank you. All right, back to the desk.
We are here with Ella Ryan of Brentwood. We are so excited. Guys, I was just looking at her stats. We've got District Player of the Year, Tennessee All-Mid-State, first team. Stats, 22 points per game, 6.4 rebounds, 4 steals a game. She was a finalist in our category last year. We know her. And unfortunately, probably the rest of the district and state know her. Ella, what made this year the most special? Maybe how did you approach it, knowing that you had some high standards to come back to, knowing the expectations were there? How did you approach this year differently than last year?
I just approached it with a mindset of I know what my team is capable of and I know what I'm capable of, and I think we can come together and have a really good year. And I think just we went into it knowing we were going to have fun and just do the best we could. We got really close to going to state last year. We lost sub-state when I was a sophomore. So I think it was just us going in with the expectation of we're just going to do the best and be the best version of ourselves.
And she's got, you mentioned this, Tate. We've got Coach Williamson. Talk about how that transition's been so far.
I think it's been great. I mean, I think it's a good change overall. Change is just part of the journey and part of basketball. And I think he has recognized the talent that we have as a team and is working to get us to where we need to be and make us as polished as possible. And I think it's just a good change for us overall.
Ella, Coach Wilkins likes to shoot. Have you figured that out yet?
Yes, yes, I have.
I can't tell. Do you like to shoot?
Yes, I do.
I think you two were made for each other.
Hey, and let me say this, and Ella's going to be humble about this like Coach Rathbone earlier. I know Charles Pulliam will agree. I saw him in here earlier. One of the biggest ripoffs that she wasn't a Miss Basketball finalist. How did that happen? Do we know Charles? Charles, we got to, speaking of, Coach Patton was talking about counting the votes. I got to count the votes on that. If I would have said, and this is no offense to Jet Montgomery, he was very deserving on the boys' side. If you would have told me, hey, we had one Mr. or Miss Basketball finalist, I would have said, right here. You agree with me, Ella?
I mean, I just appreciate that much.
Hey, here's the great thing. She's coming back.
Exactly.
You darn right she's coming back. And if she's not up there this year, I'm going to file a protest myself.
Write it down. Hey, congratulations.
Thank
This
you,
is a
sir.
tough category. Another great year. You're fun to watch, seriously.
Thank you. I appreciate
Let's go back to the ladies on the red carpet.
I'm here with Mary Elizabeth Fox of Page, who's up for a female basketball finalist. Mary Elizabeth, you were first team All-District, Tennessean Girls Athlete of the Week 2 times, Williamson Herald Female Athlete of the Week, and I know you faced an injury toward the end of your last season. How has that motivated you for this upcoming one?
It just keeps me to continue to play for my team and also for myself and to stay healthy throughout the year. But I think even with my injury, my team still played an amazing game against Nolensville. I know it didn't end the way we wanted, but they're an amazing team, and I'm glad to be back with them.
Thank you, Mary Elizabeth. Back to the desk.
Thank you, ladies. All right, so we wrapped up the ladies. I like that better.
Ladies.
Ladies,
Yeah.
okay. Coach Goodwin, were you a Miss Basketball finalist?
I was not.
You were close.
For bringing that up.
Yeah, okay. Were those votes
That's a
that
sore
need-
subject, but my husband was a Mr. Basketball.
Did you get ripped off too?
If we're going to be calling out organizations, yes, I was ripped off too.
Who did we
No, it
go
was
with?
probably John Wild who threw my vote away.
Guarantee
He was
did.
at Bradford when I was at Ezel.
I see what happened.
That's
Wild, I'm coming for you.
Charlie, we need to write an article about that. We need to dig that up.
Add it to the list.
In the
Charles.
summer when you're slow, I believe there's something to this. Okay, on the boys' side, Daniel Cochran of Brentwood, Tylen Lewis of Independence.
Who we've talked to. We talked to him earlier.
That's right. And Davis Long, who we talked to earlier, and Jet Montgomery. Jet's not here.
Southern Miss.
Southern Miss. Hey, outside of Tylen, and Dom was one of them. When all these guys first came in, Coach joins. We called him the super freshman or whatever.
Right.
Fabulous freshman. We knew, man, and that group of basketball players, they did not disappoint, did they?
No, really pretty special.
4 years that are going to be tough to top. So with that, we will move to ladies wrestling, girls wrestling. Samantha O'Leary of Summit, Evie Mong of Centennial, Taylor Parkhurst of Summit, and Emery Wilson with Ravenwood. And with that, we'll go to the red carpet, and the young ladies have some of the girls wrestlers finalists.
I'm here with Evie from Centennial and Emery from Ravenwood, both of who are girls wrestling finalists. Evie placed 4th in the state, and Emery is a TSSAA medalist. So, what are you most looking forward to next season?
I'm really excited to go against some new competition and see how all my off-season training is going to pay off.
I want to work my hardest in practice so that I can show it when I'm actually competing.
Yeah, thank you. All right, back to the desk.
Hi, I'm here with Braden Leach, Jarvis Little, and Samantha O'Leary, all from Summit High School, who are all up for boys and girls wrestling finalists. All three of them are nominated, How do you think the coaching and Summit Wrestling program attributes to your success?
I think they contributed to my success a lot by helping me grow as a person and as a wrestler. Because I've only been doing it for 2 years, and I think they got me a lot further than I actually wanted to, and I just owe it all to them.
Jarvis?
I think the fact that Coach Miller is just a world-class wrestler athlete and that everyone in the program believes in me contributes to my success today.
I think Coach Miller definitely pushes us the right way in the room. He knows when to push you and when to not push you. And then he's a good guy in general, so he knows you, and he's not just like a coach that doesn't really care about you, really cares about you. So,
thank y'all. Back to the desk.
Okay, so we talked about tough categories. Wrestling, boys wrestling, Landon DeSalle, Summit. What was he, Coach Joins?
State champion.
Yeah. How many times?
3, maybe 2.
2. Where is he?
The Ohio State University.
Buckeye Nation. Braden Leach from Summit. What was he?
State champion.
Okay. Jarvis Little from Summit. What was he?
He did it too.
Yeah, and I had a couple of those. He's going to Appy State. Appy State's a cool place, isn't it, Coach Goodwin? And then Trey McTorrey, did he win anything, Coach Joins?
He won state championship.
Champion.
Coach Goodwin, in this category, Tate and I talk about this all the time. 4 state champions. Listen, we had a guy who was 58-2, and he was a state runner-up, and if he's here tonight, he's either a guest or watching it on live stream. That's kind of unfair.
Think about this.
4 champions.
Think about this. 3 of these young men are going to leave here, and they're going to see their grandma or whoever. Hey, baby, how'd you do at the WILLCOs? I didn't win. You won the state championship. Yeah, Grandma, I didn't.
Yeah, I did win.
I'm starting to get Florida State vibes with the committee. I don't know. But this is incredible.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Would you be mad if
it's really tough? It's really
if
tough.
Max wins a state championship and doesn't win the WILLCO? You gonna be mad?
Oh, I'm hunting you both down.
Hey, I'm going to recount the votes on that one. I'm going to recount the votes on that one.
All right, girls bowling, Samantha Daly, Eleanor of Brentwood, Eleanor Haskins of Franklin, Ashley Johnson of Independence, and Leah Rovey of Page. Back to the young ladies on the red carpet.
I'm here with 2 girls bowling finalists, Samantha from Brentwood and Ashley from Independence. So my question for you today is, who has inspired you the most throughout your time in bowling?
I would say my parents and coaches. They've told me to keep going, and it's inspired me more and more, but I mainly give all the glory to God for giving me the ability.
My team has been the biggest inspiration for me. When I'm a senior and the captain, they've just always pushed me to be better because I just want to make them happy. So,
thank you. Back to the desk.
Thank you, ladies. Great job. Bowling. Coach, this is another one. I do too. I know you do too.
I think
loves bowling.
Yeah, we got some bowlers. I see them coming. We have Wyatt and Houston and Eleanor. Are they down there? Come on down. Come on down.
Wyatt, don't get Mama upset about this now. All right, boys bowling. Seth Doris of Centennial, Houston Folks of Franklin, Gabe Rossi of Nolansville, Wyatt Stegall of Franklin. Come on up here.
So we got Houston, Wyatt, Eleanor. They have one thing they got a couple things in common. They bowl.
Yeah, come on.
But what else they have in common, Tate? that's been the program in the county, right, and talking about bowling?
Franktown.
Franklin.
When it comes to bowling, ain't no town like Franktown. Is that good, Eleanor? Does that sound like a good T-shirt?
Sounds like a good T-shirt.
What got you into bowling?
Sorry, I wasn't really prepared for any questions. I started bowling. With a bunch of my friends, we all kind of joined it. We thought it'd be a fun way to start. Just have free bowling and chill, and then we all found out that we were practically in love with it, and we just continued throughout high school, I guess.
Don't get mad at this. Can you be good and not spin? Like, how many fingers are in the ball with you? What's the grip? Give us the no spin.
I have spin.
All fingers in the ball.
Yeah, all fingers.
Oh, maybe that's part of the problem. Wait, at what age did you start spinning it?
I started spinning it my freshman year when I was 15. Yeah.
What's your all-time high? No, might have been on the weekend with your friends or with your family, but just highest score ever.
My highest score ever was a 237.
Wow.
Strong.
Eleanor, before we act like Tate's asking you great questions, he uses bumpers. He still uses the bumpers. Hey, let me ask this. So Wyatt, I've watched you guys bowl. Is it safe to say you're kind of the emotional leader of the Admirals? Is that safe to say?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, talk about that. I think you take it pretty. I saw you getting the team together and trying to fire them up.
Last year during state, I kind of took a lead on the team because last year during state we were down by a lot. So I kind of just took up that lead to kind of help us get back in shape for that match. We still lost, but and so I just kind of continued that into this year and kind of took the captain role, even though there wasn't a captain role there. Just try to help the boys always be happy, always be just a good team, always be engaged, always be bowling well.
And Houston, obviously, you look at your stats here, average 215 during the season. I mean, you could go on and on about your statistics. I feel like the Admirals next year, it's y'all's year again.
It should be. We have a pretty good team lined up next year. A lot of upcoming freshmen, sophomores that should be pretty good with the work I put in over the summer. And hopefully mine will be higher next year, too.
Hey, and talk about this, Houston. I'm impressed, again, looking at your stats. Talk about what you're doing during the offseason. What's that regime look like, that practice?
A lot of bowling, going to the gym, too. And a lot of times people don't see that as something you do for bowling. But if you want to be really, really good at everything, you need to have some sort of athletic ability. So we go to the gym a lot, bowl a lot, and that's about it.
Tate, I know you love that because you are a proponent of the weight room.
The weight room don't lie.
It doesn't lie. Doesn't lie. Film don't lie.
Wyatt, Coach Bobby, absolute legend.
Thank you.
Legend. Thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let's go back to the red carpet, I believe, with Kyla.
Good job, guys.
I'm with Gabe Rossi of Nolensville, Seth Doors of Centennial, and Leah Roby of Page, who are all bowling finalists. What's y'all's favorite part about being on the bowling team?
My favorite part about being on the bowling team is probably being around the team itself and probably winning as a team.
Leah?
Yeah, I completely agree. Just being with a bunch of great friends, getting to bowl, it's so much fun, and it made for an amazing season.
Yeah, just hanging out with your teammates. You don't have to be 100% serious all the time. It's just good to have fun while bowling.
Awesome. Back to the desk.
Coach, you want to announce the cheer finalists, and then we'll go right back to them before we have a white tiger sighting?
I would love to. Now, here's what's interesting about this category. Got a couple from the same school.
Yes.
Ella Dassel, Alex Frank from Ravenwood, Macklin Friend from Franklin, Taylor Grace Robertson from Summit. Here's what I say about this. And by the way, we got the Summit cheerleaders, Franklin cheerleaders in there helping us tonight, doing a great job. We certainly appreciate them, Coach Dredd, Coach Friend, for getting them here. I've said this for years, and I'm going to stand by it. This isn't cheerleading from 30 years ago.
Right.
You're just standing on the side with those big overblown pom-poms. You know what I'm saying? That's not what this is.
This isn't Central City.
No. The athleticism with cheerleading, Coach Goodwin, it's changed. It's definitely changed.
Not only has it changed, but it is incredibly hard. Watching some of those routines, knowing that you're having to count and be in a different position the next, 3 seconds. And then, by the way, you need to flip and tumble and, maybe do a toe touch and smile and look like you're having fun with all of it. So, yeah, and not on top of that, you're looking at some of these GPAs that we've got beside some of our ladies. With Ella, 4.57 GPA. Alex, 4.53 GPA, principals list, straight A's. Macklin Freud, 4.25 GPA. And then Taylor Grace at Summit with a 4.04 GPA. So on top of all the athletic exhaustion, they're excelling in the classroom, which I love.
And make sure that you're taking care of school spirit, too.
Right.
On top of that.
Smiling everywhere.
Hey, let's go back out to the red carpet and hear from some of our cheerleaders.
I'm here with our cheer finalists, Ella and Alex from Ravenwood. So my question is, what sets cheerleading apart from other sports in your opinion?
I think cheer is a really unique sport because what we do is we really support other sports like football and basketball, and it's a really huge team sport where we all rely on each other.
I think also what makes it a unique sport is that the crowd relies on our energy, and so when we're happy, the crowd is happy, and that's really rewarding when we're all in good spirits, and so is the crowd.
Thank you. Back to the desk.
All right, thank you, ladies. Now we're with the dance. Coach Goodwin, you read off those GPAs. How does 4.18, 4.11, 3.97? How does that treat you? That's pretty good. We got Mary Kate Anderson, Caroline Collins, Kennedy. I've got Sakura
Pani.
I got it. And then Rhea Whitlock. Ladies, great category, all great students. Dance. Can your dad dance? Like, did Coach get you into dancing?
I'm not really sure. He hasn't showed me his dance moves yet.
Which means he can't.
My guess is no. But it's cool, man. It's the same thing. Like, you all have taken the Coach Goodwin knows. Like she was just saying, y'all have transformed it. What it's become now is really cool. Y'all are so talented and so athletic. So, but to the younger ones looking to get into dance, what do you tell them?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Just follow your passion, make sure you're really passionate about it, and then that makes everything so much easier. So just make sure you're taking care of something that you're passionate about.
I agree. Dance is a very time-dedicated sport, and I think all of us can say up here that I've personally spent my whole entire life dancing and stuck with it. So I think just try our best, and yeah.
I'd say put all of your energy into it. You got to go really big and full out. I know my freshman year, I just remember running to the bathroom crying because my coach was just like, be bigger, and I didn't know what that meant, but you just be full out and full energy in your moves, and you'll succeed the whole way through.
I would just say make sure you love it. I danced from a very young age, and I always loved it. And just make sure, like she said, it's your passion and that you work hard in everything you do, and definitely find a good community with wherever you choose to dance.
Here's what I like about this, Tate. We had quotes from your coaches. Mary Kate, encourager, dedicated, dependable. Caroline, committed, strong leader, encourager. Kennedy, definition of a model WCS student athlete. That's a heck of a statement. Rhea, huge impact on our team as a leader. She's an inspiration. She's a motivator. She has spirit. Pretty great words to hear about you. Congratulations. Looking forward to seeing how this one comes out tonight. Let's go back out to the red carpet. We're going to finish up cheer.
I'm with Macklin of Franklin and Taylor from Summit, who are both cheer finalists. What was y'all's favorite game and/or theme from this season?
My favorite game was against Mount Juliet. It was our senior night, and it was the first game we won in 22 games. And the whole community just came together, and throughout the whole game, the stands kept getting more packed, and everyone rushed the field at the end, and it was just a really special moment that I'll remember forever.
My favorite game was the rivalry game between Summit and Indy because the energy there was just amazing. And we hadn't beat Indy in a minute, so it was just so exciting. And the whole team just was so energetic. It was amazing.
Thank you, ladies. Back to the desk.
Thank you, ladies. Spring sports, girls tennis, Maya Ballet, Brentwood, Vivi Huddleston of Brentwood. This is tennis. Hemsley Meyer, Brentwood.
Imagine that.
Evelyn Reisner.
So I got a prediction. Those of you in the audience, you can record this.
In their favor.
Brentwood's going to win this category, just like they won the state title. And, you know, we don't know for sure who's going to win, but Evelyn winning the singles championship, that's pretty strong, obviously. What a great season, Brentwood boys and girls tennis.
Hey, can you remember? I don't remember that. 4 in the category.
I don't remember it either. I was talking to Dr. Qualls about it, and he said, you know, at one time when this started, the thought was, let's max it out at so many per sport, maybe. Listen, these are the 4 best tennis players. They are. So
that's the way it ought to be.
You got to go with the 4 best.
And what you're seeing is generational, right?
That's right.
Brentwood, you've got grandparents and great-grandparents who have played tennis, and they've probably got access to resources because they've always loved tennis. It's always been in their family, whether, you know, it's USTA or a country club or in their backyard.
Coach Joines plays tennis.
I played tennis.
Well, do you play it well?
He did.
You know, she's looking at me like,
I know you do. I know you play well.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
Hey, let's
ask him what kind of racket he had.
DJ, what kind of racket do you have?
Well, right now I have a...
No, back then.
I didn't have a T2000. I did not have a T2000, so don't even go there. Hey, let's talk about the boys tennis finalists. Again, Heavy Brentwood, Evan Lee, Brentwood, Drew Miller, Brentwood, Stephen Smith, Brentwood. And then one of the best stories of the year, I thought, Carter Terry, Sam Frank, Fairview, they finished as the doubles state runners-up. And here's what I loved about this. Sam Frank, Coach Goodwin, not only finishes as runner-up in doubles, he finished 4th in individual wrestling. Have you ever heard of that combo?
I love it. I love it.
You're talking about multi-sport.
Sure, there's a weight room story in there, too.
Of course.
Yeah.
And he's intimidating. Like, he shows up to the tennis court and says, hey, man.
It's unbelievable.
don't make me meet you.
Hey, I said it was out.
Out. Any questions?
Drew and Steven in here? Come on up, fellas. Let's talk to them real quick before we send it back to the carpet, Tate. So we've got Drew Miller, Stephen Smith of Brentwood. Good to see you, fellas. Last time I saw these 2 guys, they were winning a state championship one day as a team, and then they come back in the individual tournament, and they win that doubles title. Fellas, talk about winning both of those championships. Talk about what it meant to you to win the team one, and then to pair up and win that doubles.
Yeah, well, we had to focus on the team one first, and then we kind of knew that we had both in sight the beginning of the week, but just kept it one at a time.
Yeah, I mean, that was our goal. We had both in sight, team and individuals. Team was all of us combined, and then individuals, we had it from there, just us 2.
Let me tell you when I knew, because I was there for the doubles final. Let me tell you when I knew they were going to win.
The week before?
Well, because I knew they were going to win, but this is a better story. Your outfits in the final, y'all had the all white on like it was Wimbledon, you were matching, and your opponents looked like they had picked up teams in the parking lot.
No, he was texting me. I promise you. He was texting me pictures. He said Science Hill's going down. They look like they just left the Kappa Alpha house in Knoxville. Look, they're one of them's in a Buffett concert team.
That's right.
Like that.
One of them had striped shorts, one plain. Great tennis, but nothing against them. But you guys looked the part. You came through. It was awesome, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Look good, play good, right, fellas?
Yes, sir.
Hey, let's go back out to the carpet. I think we have Carter Terry out there.
Good luck tonight.
I'm here with Carter Terry from Fairview Tennis. He was the doubles district and regional champion, as well as the state doubles runner-up. He's one of our boys tennis finalists. How do you balance academics and athletic during the school year?
I would say probably just like getting everything done in study halls, and if I do have extra homework or anything after school, just finish it as soon as I get done with my practice, you know.
Thank you. Back to the desk.
Hey, Tate, let me take this one. We got Lindsay Sullivan here with us.
Hey, guys.
One of the things that I get excited about are the sponsors who are part of these things. We're talking about folks like Walker Chevrolet who sponsor this, Adidas and Matthews Team Sports. But let me tell you this, when we talk about the health of our athletes, our athletic trainers, when you're talking about Williamson Medical and Bone and Joint Institute, you guys are part of the team too, so we appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here and to represent Williamson Health and Bone and Joint Institute, and we're here for the athletes and their families and just have that support. We see the athletes at their highest highs and sometimes their lowest lows, and as the medical providers and official sports medicine providers for Williamson County Schools, we're very blessed to be where we are and provide that great medical care for our athletes.
Now, I like how she's keeping me on my marketing plan there. Williamson Health.
Williamson Health, you got it,
I
yeah.
want to say Williamson Medical.
That's okay.
I want to
It's okay,
say
we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yes,
We're getting there.
it's the same people.
It's a process.
Talk about, too, and I know Coach Goodwin knows this, too, because she was a coach, those relationships with those athletic trainers and the doctors, and that's important.
Absolutely.
Because if you have that relationship, they're going to be honest about injuries, and they're going to trust you as a trainer.
Absolutely, and that's my background. I'm an athletic trainer, so I really get that. Go Ravenwood Raptors on that one.
Love the shout out.
But that's the most important thing, and that's so important with the sports medicine piece. So we're just really great that we have a fabulous staff of athletic trainers, fabulous staff of physicians, and the whole medical team over at the hospitals there to support everyone.
And we work closely with Jay Moore, who heads up our training staff.
Yeah.
We love him, too.
Oh, he's amazing. He's amazing.
Well, we appreciate you being here
Thank
again.
you so much. We appreciate it.
Hey, Tate, let's do this before we go back out. I think we've got Donovan Starr in here. Donovan's in here. Come on up, Donovan.
Awesome.
If you'll switch out with Miss Sullivan. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Donovan, come up. So, Tate, we're going to talk girls and boys track finalists. On the girls' side, Abby Miller from Brentwood, Daisy Oatsfall, Brentwood, Lauren Sloan, Fairview, Claire Stegall from Nowensville. On the boys' side, we've already talked to Hudson Elaine and Cannon Kinder, Sterling Weldon of Nowensville, and then this guy, Donovan Starr, multi-sport athlete.
Love it.
Donovan, here's what we love about you in this category. So, I mean, you talk about Cannon Kinder, he wins the decathlon. That's like the one, kind of. You can do them all.
And the pole vault.
And the pole vault. And then you've got Hudson Elaine, you talk champion here. And I'm going to say this, I didn't really want to say it in front of Cannon. If Hudson does the decathlon,
got to be able to pole vault.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It gets a lot of them, doesn't it?
You know what? But then you see this. Donovan Starr, when you're talking about winning 2 events, if you want to talk about overall athleticism, I don't know if there's any 2 you want to win more than these 2. State champion in the 100-meter and the high jump. Donovan, talk about that 10.56.
That's what I was
10.56 in the 100? You were cooking, man.
Really just kept getting better each week and just peaked at the right time. So just put it all together, and then.
I don't know why y'all were there, but you ran at MBA Montgomery about, what, 3 weeks before?
Yeah.
So what was your time there?
I think it was better.
It might have been.
Yeah.
Did you know then? I'm getting ready to go to Murfreesboro and.
Yeah, I
do this
knew
thing.
as the season went on and my time just kept getting better, I knew
I'm fixing to win this thing.
Oh, my fault.
10-4, he's telling you the time? Okay. What was it? 10-4? 10-4-9. Ooh.
Smoking.
That's getting it. Hey, and talk about this, Donovan, because, again, Coach Goodwin, she loves the multi-sport athlete. I love the multi-sport athlete. Tate loves the multi-sport athlete. During this track season, talk about those football offers because of some of this.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't you think it's helped?
Yeah, it definitely helps. So if there's football guys, I definitely recommend running track. So a lot of the times I ran got the attention of a lot of major college programs, and that definitely helped me with picking up some offers and stuff like that. So
Donovan, it's so true because with track, you've got to be so technical. You have to think about your footwork coming out the blocks. With football, it's the same, right? And you've got to be in the right position and explode. And what I love to see is that the multi-athlete that you are, you're able to excel at everything that you do because of the amount of time that you put into all of these sports. And there's no telling if you continue to play. If you pick up pickleball, I guarantee you'll be great at it too.
Yes, ma'am.
But congratulations on tonight. You look great, and
Thank
best of luck to you.
Hey, and I got to say this before we go back outside. Don't you do me a favor. Find Dr. Qualls tonight. Dr. Qualls. You know who Dr. Qualls is? It's all right. It's all right. He'll be up there.
I'll find him.
He'll be up there. Not many people know who he is at this point.
Dude.
But
we gotta quit doing this.
His claim to fame He said, this guy was in high school, 15 years ago? He had a 6'9", and the dude was wearing like Jordan shorts hanging down to his knees.
With Air Force Ones.
Yeah. Air Force Ones and shoes untied.
Hey, man, I'm going with Donovan.
He claims he jumped to 6'9".
Nah, I gotta see him.
He claims to jump 6'9".
I say in this case, white man can't jump.
But he had a rebounder, like a little trampoline. Hey, I love the 10-5-6. I think it's all awesome. But Coach Hester's made me a catapult fan.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, it's a device they wear that measures miles per hour. What'd you get up to?
I ran 23.3 miles per hour like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So.
What's Coach Hester run in the catapult?
About 7.
Like 8 miles per hour.
Man, you got one more year, dude. I'm just kidding.
Yes, sir.
Donovan, we're proud of you, man. Great job. Let's go back out to the red carpet.
I'm here with Abby Miller of Brentwood and Lauren Sloan of Fairview, who are both girls track finalists. I know both of y'all just graduated, so what does the future look like for both of y'all?
I'll be running track at the University of Colorado next year. I usually run the 300 hurdles. That's what I ran in high school, but I'll actually be bumping up to the 400, and I'll probably be on the 4x4 as well.
Awesome.
My name is Lauren, and I'm attending UT Knoxville in the fall, and I'm going to be studying interior architecture. I don't plan on running competitively, but I'm definitely going to stay active.
That's great. Thank you. Back to the desk.
So go back out. Hey, we got soccer finalists, Tate. Real quick, let's head back out to the red carpet, soccer.
I'm here with Will Keeney from Ravenwood, who is the team captain of his team. So now that you're headed off to Rhodes College, how do you feel that your senior season has come to an end?
Yeah, so I had a great 4 years at Ravenwood, and this year especially making it to the state final was a great experience. And Ravenwood soccer has really helped me get to where I am now as a person and a player to play at Rhodes next year.
Thank you. Back to the desk.
Hey, Coach, real quick, I think you mentioned Hudson Elaine, Cannon Kinder, along with Donovan in the boys track, Sterling Weldon of Nolensville as well, tripper, jumper, long jumper, sprinter, does it all, man. Great athlete there. And then on the girls' side, Abby Miller, Brentwood, Daisy Oatsfall, Brentwood, Lauren Sloan of Fairview, and Claire Stegall of track and field. Same thing in the boys, and then we'll move on. There's going to be 2 athletes that won 2 individual state championships that will not win tonight's Wilco. All right, on the boys soccer side, Jack Boring of Brentwood. Is Adrian here? I don't think he's here tonight, is he, Adrian?
Adrian's here.
No, he's not here.
Yeah, he's not going to be here tonight, but Adrian Salima of Nolensville, Will Keeney of Ravenwood, and then Davis Long as well of Franklin High School. So very, very tough category per usual. You want to get to the softball?
Yeah, let's do it real quick. So softball, Adriana Callahan Page, her numbers unbelievable if you look at her stats. Maddie Creasman, Nolensville, Sydney Dickinson, Nolensville. Obviously, they went to the state tournament. Anne Marie Richards, Summit, great catcher, defensive player of the year in the league. On the baseball side, we've got Connor Caserta from Page. I love it that Connor got in. They finished at the bottom of the league, but he was well deserving in terms of what he did for his team and his stats. Without him, they probably wouldn't have had those 6 district wins. Chase Cleater from Nolensville, Dawson Sweeney from Nolensville. Obviously, they took it all the way to the state championship game. We heard from them earlier. Saxon, Roberts, Independence. Let's go to the red carpet and talk to some softballers.
I'm here with Adriana Callahan and Connor Caserta of Page, both a softball and a baseball finalist. So what does the future hold for y'all?
I'm a rising senior, but when I graduate, I'm going to be going to Stanford University and playing softball and majoring in neuroscience.
Awesome. Connor?
I'm going to college at BC Athletics and hopefully grow and develop as a player and transfer out from there to a big university.
Thank you. Back to the desk.
We got a couple of the Nolensville Lady Knight State Tournament team. Instead of all district, all regional, is there anything you all weren't all, either one of you two?
I don't know. I think we were pretty stacked, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think you all were all district already. They were all everything.
They were all everything.
Maddie Creasman and Sydney Dixon. Here's what I got to know. Who can, both of you all can pitch it. You can do a lot of things. Who throws the fastest? Who's got the most smoke coming off that ball off the mound?
I don't know. Do you know?
Sydney thinks it's her, I can tell.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I don't know. I mean,
we've never checked.
I think Maddie has more accuracy, but I might have a little bit more speed.
You're bringing the heat. Love it. What about that postseason? Region,
great run.
District, no losses. Region, no losses. Get to the state tournament. Pretty cool. Nice run.
Thank you. I think it just really shows that we're a team atmosphere. And I think a lot of people were doubting us earlier in the season based on the fact that we lost Rylan Smith. But I think it just shows that we're very team oriented. So,
Girls,
Definitely
talk about
balanced.
a little bit of, we're talking about postseason. You're watching baseball be successful at the same time softball is. Tell us about the inside the school walls. Was it exciting? Was it electric? Was everybody, pumped for you? Teachers getting behind you? Tell us a little bit about that.
I mean, yeah, we definitely had teachers asking us every single day, but I think softball and baseball, we just did really well, and I think that it was really good for the school and for the students and for all the teachers.
Hey, and you guys will agree with this. I said it earlier to Coach Hudson. Nolensville is on the map.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Watch out for Nolo. Hey, back to the red carpet.
I'm here with Anne-Marie Richards from Summit Softball. She's the Defensive Player of the Year 2 years in a row and a girls softball finalist. What do you do to clear your head and mentally prepare for a game?
I always take a moment to pray, especially in game and stressful situations. Coach Stevenson is very adamant on the Lord did not give me a spirit of fear, but a heart of strength. And I really try to focus on that, especially mid at bat or when I'm really stressed out.
Great answer. Back to the desk.
I'll hand you my mic.
Somebody go one more.
Okay. Back to another category that is
I love this category.
very near and dear to Coach Joines. Heart, flag, football, Addison Gorde, Centennial, Lexi Grundler of Ravenwood, Savannah Meek of Page, Addie Sullivan of Fairview. For those that don't know, girls flag football, ladies flag football, piloted in Williamson County. It's been 3 years. It's done nothing but grow. You ladies took it and ran with it. I mean, knocked it out of the park. Look at them smiling, mate. Like, you love it, don't you? What is it that you love so much about it?
It's just the fact that since it was new, there was no pressure on any of us. Well, that's how I felt. I could just play, laid back, have fun, knowing that, no one really knows how to play, so I can do what I want.
Did you really play laid back once you figured it out?
No.
She didn't play laid back. Hey, talk about this, Addison. What's it feel like to be a pioneer? I mean, this is going to be a sanctioned.
Yeah.
This is a sanctioned sport next year, and you guys started it.
Yeah, that makes me very proud, but at the same time, I'm kind of jealous because she's a sophomore and the underclassmen, they get the fancy stuff, but I had to do the hard work,
Yeah, but I'm telling you, it's something that I think we're all going to look back. Coach Goodwin, 10, 15, and as a female, you got to be pretty excited.
I was like, I'm so envious that this wasn't happening years ago. And I was just thinking about how you girls and years before are trailblazers for this and setting the standard, and it's only going to get higher. My question to you is, how many voices are in your ears when brothers, dads, do they give you so much criticism and or suggestions constantly? What does that look like at home?
So my brother played for Centennial. He graduated in 2021, and I think I taught him more than he taught me.
Oh, there we go.
I love this.
There we go, Addison. Hey, Savannah, I got to ask you this. I kept thinking I read this wrong, but up until the last game, did you have a pick six every game, like an interception for a touchdown?
I did, yes.
Subtle brag.
She's a sophomore.
Flex. I got some. Do what?
Quit throwing it your way.
Hey, flag football coaches, I got some advice. If you're listening, she's got 2 years left. Don't throw it towards her. She's going to pick it off, and she's going to score.
There was one game where I had a streak going, and I didn't get it one game just because it wasn't an option, really. And I got Coach Bone, wherever he is. I don't know where he is. But he was just yelling at me to keep the streak going, and then I didn't, and I got crap for that. So it was just, but interceptions.
Well, we're so proud of you, and we're excited about it. What I like about it, too, ladies, I think when it started, this isn't powder puff. This is like real football. We love it. We're so proud of you, and thank you for being here tonight. Thank you.
Good luck.
Hey, Tate, so that wraps up flag football. Media students are next. I love what they do for the district. Let's head out to the carpet and hear from some of those folks.
I'm here with Lincoln Campbell of Page High School and Anna Ray Jones of Franklin, who are both media student finalists. What's your favorite project that you've created so far?
My favorite project that I've created so far is definitely 22 Games, which is a story of Franklin High School's football team and just the resilience that our team had to go through in our streak of 22 games, of our losing streak of 22 games. And then it just goes through and tells all of the different struggles that we had to go through to finally get there and be an undefeated team.
In Lincoln?
I would have to say the state championship video from this year. I knew it was probably going to be one of the last videos I created. It's pretty cool to see Mike Keith, the Titans PA announcer, get behind it, which is pretty awesome. So I would have to say that video.
Awesome. Thank you. And back to Elizabeth.
I'm here with Ryan from Independence and Logan from Nolensville, two of our media student finalists. So what do you feel was your biggest media accomplishment this season?
I think my biggest one was definitely winning the student Emmys, and then coming up, I get to work with Walker Hayes and John Daly.
I think working with the Titans and then filming the state championship for lacrosse and volleyball was pretty cool.
Thank you. Back to the desk.
Hey, Tate, this is always one of my favorite times of the show. We've got some guests here. We invite some extra people because they're folks that we're proud of. We got Coach Whitlock here, Coach in the house. Appreciate you being here, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
I know you're excited tonight. You're here with your man, Jordan, basketball manager for you. I know you're excited about that. We've got Rhea Whitlock. Coach is back there trying to look at the trophies to see if she has won something. But, Coach, talk about this. And you got Ty, who played hoops for you. He's a multi-sport athlete guy. Talk about being at an event like this and being with your co-host here tonight, Jordan.
Well, if people don't know Jordan's story yet, hopefully they will soon. But it's just he was able to come back to Ravenwood this year and be a student manager for us and fulfill a lot of roles that, quite honestly, a lot of kids don't want to do. And he was a great communicator in terms of like, I'm not going to be at practice day. Let me know 2 days ahead of time, which, quite honestly, some of our players struggle with that. So just excited to bring him here tonight and let him see what it's all about.
Hey, and I know this about Jordan. I've been told this, and I've seen it in action. Jordan, you didn't have to go. I think you might have had your own tux. You like to dress, too.
Yeah, I love to dress. I already had everything picked out before he even told me. He was like, Jordan, you come down to WILLCO Awards and be there at 6. You need a tux, you can go rent it out. And I was like,
no, I got it.
I got it.
Coach, I'm good. I got it. Hey, Ty Fitch down there, talk about Jordan and what he meant to your team, too, helping you out as a manager.
Yeah, he was fantastic for our team this year. You know, just a great encourager, super positive, and we were very thankful to have him this season.
And then we got Cody Williamson. Cody, I want to talk to you about this. The transformation of Centennial football. I think if you back up 3 and 4 years ago, I mean, they had some good years. They made the playoffs. But talk about that squad you guys had this year. I know you guys wanted to take it all the way to the end. Didn't quite make it, but a pretty special year.
You know, it's just a testament to the hard work of my teammates and coaches. You know, we came to practice every day just looking to get better. And, you know, we went from, I think we won 3 games my freshman year to making it to the 3rd round of the playoffs. So it was just a blessing and a testament to our hard work.
Hey, and Cody, talk about this. And I know you were a Coach Kreisky guy, too. You guys were close. But talk about Coach Stewart and what he means to you in that program.
Man, I love Coach Stewart. You know, he just brought a new energy, and it was awesome playing for him. You know, if you had a bad play, he'd coach you up, but if you had a good play, he'd let you know. And it was just amazing coaching or playing for a coach with that kind of energy.
Tate, I think this is a good group to wrap it up with. Year 7 of the preview show, year 10 of the WILLCOs. Coach Whitlock's been here for most of them. Coach Goodwin, we appreciate you being here. Tate, thoughts about the awards coming up tonight?
Oh, they're great. It's the 10th edition of the WILLCOs. It will not disappoint. It never does. Coach Goodwin, thank you. You're awesome.
It's always a pleasure.
You bring class to the set. We appreciate it. It's been like this since the beginning, but Elizabeth Howard and Kyla Davis
did a great job.
They knocked it out of the park. Great job, ladies. Stick around, Coach, right? Get up, get you, maybe stretch your legs a little bit. We're going to start at 7 p.m. sharp.
We're looking for 7 p.m., so if you're out there watching the live stream, you might see a spinning logo. We're coming back. We're coming back. We got folks filing in, and let me tell you something. Tate was talking about the crowd tonight. I think we had some folks get around in the factory. Check out some of the restaurants.
They're getting their 10,000 steps in.
Bellies are full, so to speak. We're looking forward to that awards portion. And let me tell you this, too. Some of these categories, they're up for grabs, Tate.
Yeah.
Top to bottom, tough. Hey, the starting lineup.
Hey, should we stack it up?
Stack it up on Wilco's. 1, 2, 3. Wilco's. We'll see you in about 20 minutes at the Wilco's 24 award ceremony.